Welcome everybody to this week's free newsletter. My name's Craig Cobb and it is the 17th of June. Now I want to go through and show you a bit of a watch list that I've created for myself for the day, and to be fair, probably for beyond the day as well. First things first, I want to have a look at Aussie against the US. Having a look here, we can see a nice level of resistance, support, resistance. We're sitting at that level right now, and that's really the level in question for me. We can see also here it is on the daily chart. We've got a bullish candle just around this, what we consider to be the buy zone. A break to the high of that side, or sorry, a break to the high of that candle, and especially up through these old highs, would really see a continuation of this uptrend. And I will be looking for long opportunities if we can get above there. Nothing more. Looking for longs if we can get above that level, if Aussie can get above that level. And the next one of my favourites is Aussie Swiss, looking fantastic on the chart here. And you can see, starting from the weekly, we've got a clear uptrend, higher high, higher low, pushing on to another higher high. Now the most significant level that we are approaching is up around this 87.60 or thereabouts point. Okay, now there's a long way to go, and there's a round number up ahead which hasn't acted as too much support and resistance in the past. So what I'm saying is it looks good for a solid move. Now on the daily, it's probably one of the neatest, nicest and tidiest trends available. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. And look, pulling back into this 8400 level would be something that I'm really hoping to get. We can see 8400 has worked as some support here and some support and resistance in the past. A pull back into that level with a small bullish candle on the daily would certainly be a cause for me to investigate further for potential long trades. Now we're not there yet, we're getting close, but I will continue to stalk that for longs on Aussie Swiss, looking for a bigger move there on the swing time frames. Also moving down these mid time frames, but to be fair, the chart structure is starting to get a little less attractive. The 967.20 still valid, but I'd love to see a pullback there on the daily. Sticking with the Swiss pairs, we're going to go to Sterling Swiss now and have a look at this particular currency, because it's quite exciting for what's happened just recently. We can see some resistance, 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 and resistance. Well, guess what? We broke above it with gusto last week. Good convergence, good uptrend, very strong market sterling is at the moment, especially against the Swiss. And here's that resistance here. Now I'm looking to join this trend to the upside. A pullback into this level would be ideal. Not sure if we'll see it on the daily, so what I'm doing is I'm going down to these lower time frames, 967.20, 480, 240, and even down to as low as the 120. Actually no, skip that, the 120 is not there yet, it's gone beyond it. But looking at the 240, 480 and above for trades to the upside there to join that very strong trend. And the same goes for Euro Aussie. Great downtrend, or sorry, on the monthly, we're pulling back on the monthly. We've hit a level, a very strong level of resistance, as you can see, going all the way back to 2004. Very strong support, now resistance, pulling back. Now look at the weekly, we are in a downtrend, simple Simon stuff. On the daily, a wonderful downtrend also, and a pullback up into these moving averages, looking for short opportunities would certainly be a preference that I am waiting for. From Euro Aussie onto Euro Sterling, and geez, we saw some good moves in Euro Sterling last week. Hopefully some of you got a crack at it, but the trend still looks good to the downside. We look a little bit extended, but a lot of selling pressure. Now we have 8,000 coming up. Okay, so here is 8,000 right here. And because it is a round number, I'll be keeping a very close eye on intraday opportunities to see if I can just get some sort of trade off of that level. Now, perhaps a little 240 candle or a 480 off 8,000 might be very good as a trade. Otherwise, if I can't get that, or if I don't get that, I'm happy to wait for it to pull back up into these moving averages, provide me with a small bearish candle in this sell zone to get to the downside, also to trade it short. Finally, we're going to have a look at crude oil now. Because again, crude oil has pushed on very well. The weekly is in a nice uptrend, the daily is in a fantastic uptrend. So a nice pullback into the buy zone, move away. Just waiting for that pullback once again, to be fair, and looking for a run up into this 108 level where we can see some resistance through here, resistance, resistance. Okay, so that's what I'm looking for a move up into. I'm also happy to stalk it on the 720, 960, the 480, 240, not looking quite so good, more the 480 and higher for crude to the upside. Now some of our index futures as well, YM, which is a Dow Mini, looking very bullish in the buy zone, which gives a good signal for potentially looking for stocks to the upside. The NQ or the Nasdaq also in the same sort of area, looking quite bullish. So looking at the Nasdaq stocks that form the Nasdaq index, and there's also, we'll have a look at the ES now. The ES is also quite strong in that zone, breaking higher, and the strongest of the lot is the Russell. So as much as I'm not trading these indices today or throughout the week at this stage, the trend is very strong. Intraday trades on those index futures or looking at the stocks that create those indices will be worthwhile as well. Now, coming across and having a look at some of the content for this week for you guys, the webinars that we have available, or the webinar is how to become a successful trader. What we're going to be looking at is the path to trading success and how you stay on it, because there is a right way to trade and a wrong way, or a right path and a wrong path. We'll show you why most strategies fail and how to prevent yours from failing too, and 3 critical errors most unprofitable traders make, and more importantly, how to overcome them. Now, we've got 2 different options for dates and time. You can see the dates and times here: Tuesday the 17th and Wednesday the 18th. That will be the following day at 10 AM Sydney. Well, you can see everything here. All you need to do to join us for these events is to click register now and come along. You can also view some recordings of webinars in the past here as well. So guys, go along, register for these webinars by clicking the link below, and we look forward to helping you further. Have a great trading week. I hope it's been beneficial. I'm looking forward to it because we've got some great trends. Be patient, trade well, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye for now.